Booyah! How is it going, ladies and gentlemen? Here is a Wi-Fi battle versus Ogaaboga, or Ogaaboga, I'm not reading it properly. If this is you, please leave a message, comment down below, because like I said, like, when it comes to 3DS battling, like, you can save them all at once, and obviously there's no, like, save file to transfer to your computer, because it's all, like, I do it all by camera, so if it's you, let me know. I haven't written down the full name, but let's get into it. First turn, I do not want to stay in against a Tyrantrum because that is a horrible matchup. Even if I'd reflect, I probably wouldn't stay in, but gonna go straight to Blastoise, which replaced my Starmie. I don't know, I feel like Blastoise works better with Florge. Then again, I'm a big fan of Starmie, so who knows. This was, by the way, taken a few days back, and I have had some new battles since with new Pokemon in my team. I think I've replaced this, the Florge, and I think the Meowstic, and then I'm still working on a couple more, but yeah, I mean, I'm going to try and get some new gameplays up and, you know, recorded fairly soon, but my weekend has been exceptionally busy, and today, Monday, I'm having to rush this as well because it's also very busy, so bear with me, student problems. Raichu's in, I do not want to stay in here, I'm going to go straight to my Florge as he goes for the dig, bizarrely. I don't know what he was predicting, but I will, like, I don't know much about this guy's team, but I assume that it's not completely finished in terms of, like, EVs and movesets and whatever, because there's a lot of points in the game where you think a Pokemon should take a hit better than it did, so I don't know, I mean, let me know, you know? In comes the Greninja, gonna go for the Wood Hammer. I assume he bought this in predicting EQ, otherwise he would have probably bought in, I don't know, Aegislash or something, but I mean, that's a reasonable prediction, but I probably still would have gone to Venusaur or something instead, but what can you do? In comes Blaziken. Once again, that's not something I want to stay in against. I'm not taking a Flare Blitz by any, you know, that's never going to happen, basically, with Trevenant. So I got a Blastoise, that's an easy switch in. I really hope he's not going to go for an SD on this turn, otherwise I'm in trouble. But I can take the Flare Blitz very comfortably. Like I said, I feel like that thing's probably not max trained EV'd, like in attack, because I would expect it to do more, but I don't know, Blastoise is good. I have no idea how much more attack Mega-Blaziken got, but goes for a break, gets a crit, so I guess that sort of compensates because it probably would have brought me down to that sort of range anyway with those two attacks. Go for a Scald, take it out in one, and Blastoise. Oh, that did bring me down to Torrent range, I just noticed, that's why I killed. So in comes the Venusaur. I figure he'll go straight for Sleep Powder, and I do not want to go to... Like, I'd rather have this asleep than Trevenant, so I thought I'll stay in here and just go for a Roar, just on the off chance he doesn't. And he goes for Leech Seed, which isn't actually too bad, because, yeah, he saps away a decent chunk of my health this turn, but all I gotta do is Rapid Spin and get rid of it, and this Tyrantrum really is not going to be doing anything to Blastoise when it's burnt, you know? Again, I don't know the EVs on this thing, but it looks to be just a standard sort of... Maybe like more of a defensive set, like a lead, because it had Stealth Rocks. But even so, it will still pack a punch, which is why the burn was definitely key in Blastoise's survival here. Rapid Spin, Scald, Burn, Damage, yes, this is looking good. Blastoise is hanging in there by a thread, it cannot be killed, look! 1 HP, what are the chances? Go for another Scald, take out the Tyrantrum, and Blastoise. I have like one set of lefties at the moment, so I gave that to my Blastoise, but in reality I would give it to my Florge and my Meowstic as well, and possibly the Talonflame until I get like, I don't know, Flight Gem for Acrobatics, but yeah, whatever. Blastoise goes down to a Petal Dance, I think that was, which is an interesting move to carry on a Venusaur, but whatever, I can now go into Talonflame, just click that win button, the Brave Bird, and just watch something die. Talonflame's never ever gonna, like, it's going straight to OU, I reckon. Talonflame's ridiculous. The only thing you can really do is switch in, like, I guess a Rock type, because Steel will get wrecked by a Flare Blitz anyway, so... Even with a Rock type, though, you could have, like, Steel Wing or something, so... Talonflame's great, that is basically the point I'm trying to drive home here, but... Gonna go into my Madge as he goes for T-Bolt, doesn't do too much. Then he goes for Dig. I have no idea why, but Dig is fun. Dig is a fun move. And actually, Power Herb Dig is actually... Don't know who saw the session I did with Done Deal, but if you haven't, check back on my latest uploads, but some guy used a Power Herb Dig, and I didn't even realise that was actually a thing. I didn't know that was possible. So it was like, oh man, there's actually some potential there for like a Power Herb set. Maybe like Power Herb Horlucha with Fly or something. Although you'd probably have Sky Attack. Whatever. Anyway, in comes Aegislash, goes for the Blade Form Shadow Sneak. I assume he doesn't have Shadow Claw, otherwise he would have probably... Like, because I know that Aegislash likes to run sort of minor speed nature so that you can take a hit in defensive form and then switch to offensive form when you attack, so... I guess he doesn't have... He's probably like SD, Shadow Sneak, Sacred Sword, and some coverage move or something, but... Yeah, whatever, go for the Phantom Force. If he did King Shield, it would have gone through that. He probably would have lived in defensive form, but I did still have a couple of Pokemon left if he did kill me next turn, so... Yep, that was a fun match. Like I said, I don't know if his team was properly trained up or not, which is why it possibly wasn't as close as it could have been, but... It was fun nonetheless, and I am going to make a conscious effort to actually record all the battles I have and try and get them uploaded sort of in a reasonably quick fashion. I want to step my game up, basically, is what I'm saying. Just trying to, like, plow my way through my coursework and stuff, you know? So, hope you all enjoyed, and with that being said, I will see you all next time. Goodbye.